There may not be a group more familiar with heartbreak than New York Knicks fans, but that didn't stop them from packing the Mecca this Valentine's night as their squad hosted the Oklahoma City Thunder. Last time out, the Knickerbockers lost in disastrous fashion against the Portland Trail Blazers on the road. New York had a lead entering the fourth quarter, but played an abysmal final frame. They were outscored 35-11 and shot less than 20% from the field in that final quarter. Needless to say, the Knicks were hoping for a much better outcome tonight. Even after a slow offensive start, they kept on pushing. 10 first quarter points from Evan Fournier certainly helped matters as he was hot from downtown early. And by the end of that first quarter, New York had a slim 2-point lead and was certainly hoping that others would start to heat up too. The latter part of that first half, now that was push and pull. The young Josh Giddey put together a solid game for OKC, distributing the basketball to a tune of 8 first half assists. It also didn't help that New York made some mistakes in transition, along with some poor shot choices. However, the Knicks hung tough and had some highlight-worthy moments. A ferocious quickly to Robinson alley-oop sent the Garden into a frenzy in particular. And in terms of individual play, the second quarter was when Julius Randle got going, really getting himself pumped up after 2 emphatic and ones that kept the Knicks cooking. From the second quarter on, this one really was a back and forth affair. Yes, New York did take an 11-point lead at one moment in the third quarter, but it never felt like the Thunder were out of this one. Trey Mann helped keep them close as he contributed 30 points on the night and particularly got going in that second half when his guys were down. Things got chippy for the Knicks in the fourth and final quarter, as even though Randle, Fournier, Robinson, and the rookie Quentin Grimes all made some timely baskets, the defense started to wear down. Coach Tibbs played his starting set a ton in this game, and he paid the price for it defensively down the stretch. With mere seconds left in the game, Darius Bazley cut through the defense and sank a pretty reverse layup to tie it all up at 112 apiece. Randle failed to connect on what would have been a game-winning jumper the following possession, sending this one to overtime. That overtime felt less like a pure basketball game and more like a war of attrition for the Knicks. The offense looked stagnant and the defense simply was out of gas. Thanks to some missed Oklahoma City free throws, the Knicks still had a chance to tie this one late, and just with a couple of seconds left in the extra time, an inbounds play that was maybe designed for Emmanuel Quickley did not succeed. His three-point attempt clanked off the rim. After the final free throw made by Josh Giddey, the night was over, making tonight's final the OKC Thunder 127, the New York Knicks 123. Julius Randle led the way with a triple-double, 30 points, 10 assists, and 13 rebounds total, but it would not be enough as the Giddey-led Thunder outdueled New York. Another heartbreaker for the Knicks, who now moved to 25-33 on the season, 12th in the Eastern Conference. After the game, Julius Randle made it known that he will not be hitting the panic button anytime soon.
4 losses of our last 5, probably very winnable games, and the story and narrative will probably be a lot different. But you know, I'm not going to dwell on it. We got Brooklyn on Wednesday before the break, and it's just where my focus is going to go to.
And Coach Tom Thibodeau certainly had a Pat Riley-esque way of summing up what needs to happen for his Knicks to find success.
We just got to fight. You know, that's it. You know, when you get into, you know, like where we are, we got to fight. That's our only option.
We won't have to wait much longer to see what the Knicks have left up their sleeve, as this Wednesday they'll host their New York rival, the Brooklyn Nets, at the world's most famous arena. With WFUV Sports, I'm Colin Loughran.